All roads lead to Jack Kaiser Stadium for the 2024 New York State CHSAA Final as the Archbishop Molloy Stanners take on the St. Peter's Eagles on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Today's game is brought to you by Maspeth Federal Savings Bank as well as Blaze Pizza. And we welcome you into the broadcast booth. He's David Horn. I'm John Perez. These two teams met in the intersectional final just last week. David, that was then. This is now. Molloy feels that after they got swept, they can knock off St. Peter's, the number 15 team in the country.
Yeah, they did the job last night, getting the win over St. Anthony's, and now they're here tonight. They want to get this win.
Yeah, what a big win it was for Molloy yesterday. They got up 8-0 over St. Anthony's. They won 8-4, and then they were able to hold on, even barely, as St. Anthony's was threatening, but came on for the 8-4 victory. And they're going to be led by our two impact players today and a couple of all-league selections for the Stanners. It's Patrick DeSarno and Sean Stoney.
Yeah, the numbers speak for themselves, John. 446 average for Patrick. He didn't get a pitch to hit last night. 3 walks and 2 runs. And for Sean Stoney, about the same, a walk and 2 hit by pitches, still scoring 2 runs. They're going to want to swing the bats today.
Meanwhile, you just saw this on the Varsity Media Sports Network. St. Peter's knocking off St. Joe's Collegiate from Buffalo. They won 4-2. Vinny Grimaldi, the 2 RBI single to give St. Peter's the victory. Jack Kehoe started. Chris Bedford got the victory as he was able to get out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam with 3 straight strikeouts. But St. Peter's, like we mentioned, their impact players in Game 1 will be the same in Game 2. As for the Eagles, it's Jack Kehoe, who was great at the plate, a bases-clearing triple, and Ty Manolfi manned a good shortstop.
Yeah, Ty Manolfi was a table setter. He got the game started off well, walked and scored a run, and he's going to be huge coming into this second game.
It's the Eagles, it's the Stanners. Let's do it all again, this time for a New York State championship. First pitch coming up next on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
May our work and play this afternoon give your honor and glory. Amen. And now to honor America, would you please remain standing and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
It's Archbishop Malloy. It's St. Peter's. This time, a New York State championship is on the line. He's David Horn. I'm John Perez, and let's take a look at how we got to this point. We'll start with Archbishop Malloy as they came in after losing in the intersectional to St. Peter's. But a great year nonetheless. They won 19 games, knocking off McClancy and St. Francis en route to a BQ title, and they are now 21 outs away from winning the first state title in not just BQ history, but Malloy history.
Yeah, this is a scrappy side, John, that has been fighting throughout this entire season, capitalized by their game last night in the 8-4 win against St. Anthony's, and led by junior Patrick DeSarno and Sean Stoney.
Yeah, and that was a loss that Malloy avenged. They played St. Anthony's earlier in the year on April 20th, and it was a 5-3 victory for the Friars. But Malloy was very patient at the plate and was able to muster up a couple of walks as well as hit by pitch. In fact, 13 total walks, 4 hit by pitches. It was just a game that if you're a pitching coach, you have to rip your hair out. Meanwhile, on the other side for St. Peter's, now 31-2, a 20-game winning streak, and now they are 1 win away from their first state championship. St. Peter's, what a year it's been for the Eagles.
Well, what a season it has been. I mean, the record speaks for itself, 31-2. Do you know how hard it is to do that across such a long season? And they capitalized on it in the last game, beating off,
Beating St. Joe's, it's all right, you got it. Yeah, St. Joe's Collegiate all the way from Buffalo, and good year for them as well. 18 wins in their season, but they fall short in the semifinals as Archbishop Malloy. It was a late lineup at that, just like we got yesterday. Chris DeSarno not sure who was going to be ready in the starting lineup, and he gives us this starting 9. That was pretty similar to last night's lineup. But Malloy acting a little bit like Fort Knox over there with their starting lineup. But finally, it's Patrick DeSarno along with Dylan Payano. Sean Stoney, Charlie Lodes behind the plate. Lodes had the bases clearing triple in the second inning. That was part of a 3-run frame and capped off an 8-run night for Malloy. Sebastian Sanchez at first base. Gianluca DeGioia is out in right field with Julian Diaz at third base. Nate Rosa is in left field, and Matt Stevenson is the shortstop. He was supposed to play third base last night when Legend Acosta was scratched. He moved over to the shortstop spot and handled it that way as the ground rules are being exchanged, but St. Peter's is going to send out Chris Laeta, the vaunted left-handed pitcher for the Brighton boys.
Yeah, he is a bulldog. Tremendous stuff. Another one of those guys that's coming out of an injury. He had meniscus surgery this year. The record is 2-0, a 1.29 ERA, typically coming out of the bullpen. But after the last game where Jack Kehoe went for a long way with Chris Bedford after him, he's going to get the start.
Yeah, and for Laeta, it was a season that, did not start the way that he wanted to, had those nagging injuries, so he's just getting into his full swing and not at 100%, but is getting revved up, and we'll see how long the leash is for him. Of course, Chris Bedford is eligible for the game today, as are the rest of the St. Peter's relievers, and for Malloy, everybody with the exception of Liam Brower is eligible as well, as Laeta will look to capture the victory against Malloy. And Laeta last pitching on May 29th. He went 4 2/3, gave up 3 runs on 3 hits, 4 walks, and a strikeout, the Charleston Southern commit. As St. Peter's for the second consecutive year and twice in the New York State playoff format, getting to the semifinal, first time getting to the final, and looking to take the BQE back down to Staten Island with some hardware and try and capture this magical season. And we talked about it in the last broadcast, David, about how Bobby Glenister thought that in 2020 he had the best season or the best team, and it was going to be the best season in St. Peter's history. COVID-19 had other ideas, so therefore that season did not happen. Well, either way, that team and that team of destiny eventually happened. It's just in 2024.
Yeah, the program has been building itself up year by year, and if they are able to bring home a state championship, I can assume that it'll join in an attractive crowd. More prospects, more great players coming to the program.
Well, and it's, very competitive out there in Staten Island, of course. St. Joe's by the Sea, Monsignor Farrell as well. And you look at the public school side, Tottenville, Curtis. These are teams that are always knocking on the door to championships, and St. Peter's the latest installation as we are finally ready for baseball and the New York State Final. And Patrick DeSarno, designated hitter and junior, will start it off for the Stanners. DeSarno, 3-year starter, UAlbany commit, hitting .446 coming into today. 2 home runs and 25 RBIs, and the first pitch of the afternoon is in for a strike, 0-1.
Like that pitch from Leeta. Get ahead nice and early, especially against DeSarno, a good first pitch fastball hitter.
And he lays off, and you have to imagine how much the approach is going to change for DeSarno, who yesterday drew 3 walks, came around to score twice, officially 0 for 1, but was an on-base machine yesterday for the Stanners. And whacks it foul off to the right side.
Yeah, John, he just didn't get his pitch. As simply as that. And he has the good plate discipline to know that, okay, if I can't get a pitch that I'm going to hit, I have to do whatever else I can do for my team. And for him, it was drawing those walks.
Beautiful day for baseball here at Jack Kaiser Stadium. And the pitch, curveball on the outside corner, strike 3 called. And down goes DeSarno for the first strikeout. And with that said, let's meet the defense. Or check that. That's a fast-fired strikeout from Blaze Pizza. Join Blaze Rewards to get access to exclusive rewards, earn flames for free pizza, cheesy bread, and more. Join now at blazepizza.com or download the Blaze Pizza app in the App Store. There's Dylan Payano. Takes the first pitch strike, and Payano, the starting second baseman, all-league selection, .333 on the year, 4 extra base hits, and 18 RBIs. And punches it up the middle. Main Elfie charges, gloves, and fires to first. 2 up, 2 down. Let's meet the defense for St. Peter's. And a little bit of a different defense in Game 2. Kelvin Rodriguez gets the start in left field. Anthony Macaluso in center. Jordan Vivaro in right field. Chris Bedford at first, Villalona at second, Mainolfi at short, Levine at third. Behind the plate is Vinny Grimaldi. And on the mound is Chris Laeta and not Jack Kehoe as Sean Stoney steps up to the plate.
Yeah, Stoney's another one of those players that just didn't get his pitch yesterday. You know, 2 hit by pitches and a walk. A little bit of frustration from him last night.
Sean Stoney's a Lincoln commit. Part of 4 all-league selections, and someone who was a natural shortstop when he began his St. Anthony's career, and then eventually, with the addition of Patrick Sarno, moved to second base and ultimately center field, and checked his ego at the door and has been the starting center fielder for the Stanners ever since.
Yeah, he's the type of player that you want on any squad, somebody who will play anywhere, do what you can, and then has a great bat as well.
And Chris DeSarno says that he doesn't name captains to his teams, but if there's anybody that everyone looks up to, it is Sean Stoney, the de facto captain and leader in the outfield for the Stanners.
Yeah, somebody who you definitely would want as a captain. No ego, you know, will do anything that he can for the team.
And that pitch misses downstairs.
Just a little extra pause there on the mound from Leeta. I like that he's kind of messing with his rhythm as well, trying to catch these Malloy batters off guard.
Curveball drops in there, strike 3 called. A couple of strikeouts for Chris Laeta in the top of the first. Malloy nothing. St. Peter's coming at bat on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life, and now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Jack Kaiser Stadium, bottom of the first inning, and Bobby Glenister rolling out this starting nine for St. Peter's. Hasn't changed much since the semifinal victory, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Timon Alfie leads it off. Mateo Gordon is designated hitter. Jack Kehoe is the first baseman, not pitcher. Justin Levine at third base bats fourth. Jordan Bavaro in right field. Anthony Macaluso is in center field. Vinny Grimaldi behind the plate. Chris Villalona at second base, and Kelvin Rodriguez out in left field as they go up against Malloy's number 2 starter, Ryan McMiniman, who got the final out last night, David.
Well, the junior is 5-0 on the season, a 2.88 ERA. Originally a catcher, has now transitioned to being a pitcher and has come a long way in his 2 years on the varsity squad. Kind of a mid-80s guy, a good curveball, and he's going to be on the bump today.
Yeah, that 246 opponent's batting average is a point of note as well. As Archbishop Malloy playing in the Brooklyn Queens, knocking off St. Francis Prep, who represented the Brooklyn Queens last year. They were the intersectional champions after knocking off St. Peter's. And now trying to bring the trophy over to Briarwood. And Stevenson. One last pep talk for McMenamin, who is looking for a second opportunity against St. Peter's. And it was interesting. Spoke to Charlie Lodes last night on the Blaze Pizza post-game show, and he didn't care who he played, but he said it would be a little extra sweet to kind of pay back St. Peter's for losing in the intersectional. And the first pitch of the afternoon from McMiniman misses outside, 1-0. So Timon Alfie went 1 for 3 with a run scored in the semifinals, hitting .320 in the playoffs with 2 extra base hits. And he's driven in 2 runs and ahead in the count, 2-0.
Yeah, he gets things going for the Eagles. Started off the game with the walk, came around to score, and then started off a big inning with the single.
And 3 straight out of the zone. And Lodes will go out there, and not sure what he's seeing out of McMiniman, who misfires on the first 3 throws.
Yeah, just a little nervy. You know, just needs to find that zone. Doesn't want the type of start that he saw on the other side from Luke Coates last night. So just pound the zone, trust your defense behind you, and make the plays.
It was a tough start for Luke Coates yesterday, who St. Anthony's roll out there and only lasted an inning, and there's a walk. Coates with 5 walks and 2 hit by pitches, and Mainolfi's aboard. Start off the day for the Eagles.
Well, Mainolfi said that his job is to get on base, steal bases, and score, and he does exactly that. We'll see if he tries to go here on the first pitch.
Mainolfi 44 stolen bases after a stolen base in the semifinal.
Yeah, he has the green light from his coach, Bobby Glenister, so another instinctive player.
Quick throw over, and he gets under the tag of Sanchez. Runner goes, pitch up and in. Loads his throw offline, and Mainolfi takes it easily.
Yeah. Tough luck for Loads. Another pitch that's high and in, and that's difficult to try and snap that throw down, and especially with the speedy Mainolfi. Gets the stolen base.
5 straight pitches out of the zone for McMiniman, and make it 6. And now Chris DeSarno is going to come out and go heart-to-heart with his pitcher. And so, not sure if it's a mechanical issue, nerves, or whatever it is, but Malloy yesterday doing everything they could to try and avoid having McMiniman come in for the last out. But Malloy in that victory last night using 4 different pitchers. Liam Brower is the only one that's ineligible, but they used Sebastian Sanchez and Andre Boudrum as well before McMiniman got the final out.
Well, you have to remember, John, that he was getting ready to pitch for an almost the entire game. I mean, when Liam Brower was in a little bit of trouble early in the game, he started warming up. That was towards the first, second innings, and then he just kind of kept going up and down and up and down and up and down, and then finally came in the 7th. So it could be a little bit of that too.
It's upstairs again, 3-0. To Mateo Gordon, the designated hitter. Gordon 1 for 2 with a walk and grounded into a double play against St. Joe's. And there's the first strike of the afternoon for McMiniman. Sometimes, David, it's just a matter of seeing the first one and kind of opening up and loosening up.
Yeah, just got to get your confidence. Same thing for batters when they get on base after they've been slumping. Just seeing the base, touching it.
Little jam shot, popped in the air right side, and the catch by Dylan Payano, one away. Defensively, quickly for Malloy, left to right in the outfield. Nate Roses, Sean Stoney, and Gianluca DeGioia. Sebastian Sanchez at first, Payano at second, Matt Stevenson's at short, Julian Diaz at third, Charlie Lodes behind the plate, and McMiniman on the mound. And here's Jack Kehoe. Opened up the scoring against St. Joe's with a 2 RBI triple in the first inning. He was thrown out trying to take home on a potential inside the park home run. First pitch to Kehoe goes around on the swing. 0-1.
Yeah, that's unlike him. He doesn't have a ton of check swings. He knows if he's going to swing, and he's going to swing hard. But that time, just a little miscue.
Jack Kehoe, the first CHSAA Player of the Year for St. Peter's in any sport. As the curveball misses outside. And it's interesting, some of the players that they've had over the years, and of course, if you were to do an all-Staten Island League or different portions, then they could certainly have Player of the Year, but it just goes to show the talent throughout the Catholic League and the different boroughs. And a late time called by Kehoe.
Yeah, smart from Kehoe. Make sure that it's his at-bat instead of McMiniman taking control.
Slide step from McMiniman, and there's a swing and a miss.
Yeah, I like the slide step. I like how McMiniman is kind of approaching it, although he has had trouble finding the zone. Messing with the timing, doing slide steps, anything that makes the batter think one more thing before he has to swing.
And a step off from McMiniman as Payano kept pinching in towards second base, but no throw.
Yeah, especially with a batter like Kehoe, you have to keep him on his toes, keep him guessing any way that you can.
And the pitch, change up, hit on the ground, second base. Charged by Payano, rifles to first. Kehoe's retired as Mainolfi moves up to third.
Yeah, great job getting Kehoe to just ground out there, although it did move the runner over. Rosa at second did a good job of getting over to that after he was holding the runner on second and a lefty pull batter.
So here's Justin Levine, the third baseman. And that curveball loops in there for a strike, and you could see a lot of bite on the breaking pitches from McMiniman. There's Justin Levine, 0 for 2 with a run scored and a stolen base in the semifinal victory over St. Joe's. Another curveball loops in there. And it's a back-to-back breaking pitches. And an 0-2 count.
The long 12-6 type of curves can be hard for righty hitters to time up perfectly, especially when it looks like it's not going to be anywhere close to the zone.
And time called at the plate by Lodes. No balls, 2 strikes with scoreless. Last half of the first, and a fastball setup outside, 1-2.
Yeah, if McMiniman and the Stanners can get out of this inning without any runs across the board, their confidence that they can pull this off will skyrocket.
1-2, make it 2-2. Alfie, the AA All-League first teamer, off the third. The pitch. Fastball outside and 3 straight out of the zone after starting off the hitter 0-2. McManaman just trying to end the inning here. The pitch. Fastball just on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. Delayed strike call by the home plate umpire. But that gets us through 1. Scoreless in the New York State Final on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
That concludes the first inning. The score is tied.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Welcome back to Jack Kaiser Stadium. Chris Laeta begins his second inning of work, and before we get to that second inning, we are joined by the honorary head of baseball in the CHSAA, Chris Hardart. And Chris, another year, another state final and semifinal here at St. John's, and this was something that you had cooking over the last couple of years, now third year in existence. Your thoughts of how it's gone for the teams?
It's been a really great addition to the league. It's been a long time coming. It was, I'm starting my 27th year in the league, and it's something that it was kind of a dream of ours to try to get this off the ground. There was a lot of logistics involved at the end of the year and stuff, but with the cooperation of all the dioceses, we've really given. I believe we've given the kids something really great.
Yeah, and I think the cool thing about it is that there's something extra to play for. You're playing in June before you go to the travel schedule, and there's nothing like hoisting a state title. And I think it's just an added element here as well, and it's something that the kids really get up for.
We were just discussing that, right, about what's more important to the kids, winning their diocesan championship or winning this. And I said, I think it's kind of, you win the diocesan, of course it's a big deal, but once you start playing in this becomes the big deal. So it's great both ways. It's great both ways.
Charlie Lodes misses outside. All right, so I've got to ask here, as a city guy, you have Archbishop Malloy and St. Peter's already playing in the intersectional, and of course, you know this from being around the area, how much a New York City title means to both of these programs, as Lodes hits one over the head of Jack Keogh and into right field for a base hit. Charlie Lodes starts off the inning with a single. Not to knock the city title or the state title, and of course these players want to win every game that they're in, but by automatically qualifying for the state final, it kind of feels like a precursor or a conference tournament as opposed to this. And how do you keep the same juice for both finals?
Well, I think it's what I was just saying. I think when the kids play in the city championship, at that moment, that's the most important thing, and it happens. And like you said, it's like the Big East title in the NCAA, and two teams from the same conference can meet for the national championship. So it's the same kind of idea. I think once the first pitch is thrown today, these guys aren't really thinking about the city championship game anymore. They're thinking about winning the state title, and I think it's as simple as that. I think.
And I think the cool thing too is that over the last couple of years, the team that came down from Buffalo comes and makes some noise. A competitive first game here today. Last year, St. Francis losing in the final. What was the process like to speak to the Archdiocesan and the Diocesan from upstate to get them to buy in?
So the most interesting thing 2-3 years ago when we first started was how good is Buffalo? We had no idea. Obviously, all the teams downstate the Archdiocese, Brooklyn, Queens, and Rockville Center are all familiar with each other. We had no idea what to expect out of Buffalo, and we've been really, really pleasantly surprised by what their competitive level has been the last 2 years. It's been tremendous. Every game they play is a one-run game, so it's been great for everybody to see how good they are.
And Sebastian Sanchez reaches aboard, and that'll bring up Gianluca DeGioia, the right fielder, as Malloy has runners on first and second. Nobody out in a scoreless game. I guess the other thing too, Chris, and I know that it's still early in the process, but what do you see as the future to this? Do you always see like the Final Four being down here? Are there plans to go up to Buffalo? Maybe, I don't know, span it over the weekend? I know it's in the infancy, but like, do you have greater visions beyond just this weekend?
I think it'll be downstate pretty much forever. There's three. Obviously, it's easier. There's 3 dioceses down here to send 3 different teams. You're talking expense, et cetera. So I think for the Buffalo team to come down. So that's right now what you see is what you get, I think.
Pops off the glove of Grimaldi, and both runners go up.
And it's pretty clean, It's simple. You have 4 dioceses, 4 teams. You start getting into, there's been conversation about double elimination and things like that, but we've been pretty lucky with the weather and things like that. And, these kids got to get back for final exams and regents and, start on Monday. So it's probably not likely that we'll do anything different.
It's funny because, I haven't been in high school forever, and you just forget about those things. But, these are student athletes, of course, that have to have an everyday schedule, homework, assignments, all that jazz. But what does it just say about the institutions to roll out not just great athletes, but student athletes?
Well, it's always every year this time of the year, all of our schools are going through graduations and they sit.
Yes, Gianluca DeGioia with a base hit up the middle. That's going to bring in 2. The throw is offline. And Gianluca DeGioia with a 2 RBI single. And Malloy goes in front 2-0.
Yeah, what I was saying is, this year, graduation time, this is where you find out where everybody's going to school, and it's amazing throughout all 3 dioceses how many great players there are.
And I think particularly, too, we saw it last year, obviously with Holy Trinity, a bunch of Division I commits. St. Anthony's has a busload, as well as Malloy. And then, of course, you've got the CHSAA Player of the Year with Jack Keogh over at first base. And I guess the other thing, too, is, how great is it to have, obviously the Archdiocese is always competitive, but Staten Island teams being in on the dance and having chances to win.
There's a lot of good athletics on Staten Island, as we know, and all of our schools on Staten Island, all the CHSAA schools are very, very competitive, which really goes back to why we even tried to get this thing started, because we realized, how many good, really tremendous baseball players come out of our league. All three dioceses. There's so many college baseball players that are coming out of this area, so that's what makes it so great.
Nate Rose to the batter now with 1 out and takes a fastball low. 1-0. It's interesting, at least through the first 2 innings here, Chris. We've got much more command by the pitchers than we did last night over at Fordham. The other thing, too, that was different from last year and the year prior was that you had 2 separate days. Is that something that, logistically just an aberration this year, or is that something?
St. Peter's had their graduation last night.
There you go.
That's what it was. We had to make an adjustment.
Gotcha. Well, there is the inning-ending double play. Chris Hardart, thank you for the time. We appreciate it, and we'll see you down the road.
Yeah, and I just have to say thank you to Varsity Media. You guys do a tremendous job for us, and we appreciate everything you guys do.
All right, Thanks. We go to the bottom of the second on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching Varsity Media, the premier high school sports network in New York.
Mayhem Baseball, we're based out of Merrick, New York. We have over 225 boys and girls in our organization across 19 teams. At Mayhem Baseball, we take our players' games to the next level, and they develop skills that they'll carry with them for the rest of their lives.
really like our coaches because they put forth general, they put a lot of effort into helping us get better and better every day, every practice, every single tournament game, and all around.
I worked on getting more power behind my swing.
It makes me a better solid player because the coaches push us to work hard and do our best.
They teach me how to work as a team and how to learn new skills.
They always encourage me to do my best and put us in the best position to win.
Welcome back to Jack Kaiser Stadium as the team from Queens, winning in Queens, looking for a New York State title. Ryan McMiniman goes back out to the mound. For better control this inning, he walked in and out of trouble in the first inning against St. Peter's. As he will deal to 5, 6, 7 due up in the order. Jordan Vivaro to lead things off for the Eagles.
And McMiniman started to get into a groove after a little while and then lost the zone a little bit. Delivers ball one upstairs.
Jordan Vivaro, the starting right fielder, and put a good right field in the semifinals. As Vivaro at the plate went 1 for 3. The Penn State Altoona commit. And curveball whacked in the air to shallow center. Going out is Matt Stevenson, and he makes the catch over the shoulder, 1 away. Nice play by Stevenson to backtrack and haul it in.
Yeah, beautiful. Caught it over his shoulder. It looked like he wasn't going to get there at first, and it seemed like Stoney had a better read on it, but eventually it started dying down, and Stevenson just got to it quickly, made the play over his shoulder. And let's see that one again. Backpedaling and then turning his hips, and finally corrals it in for out number 1.
First pitch to Anthony Macaluso, misses outside. And the count 1-0. As McMiniman just getting that curveball working over the last couple of batters as well, and it's really interesting because with pitchers at this level, when they're not finding the strike zone, it's usually with their off-speed stuff, and they'll rely on their fastball to get back into the zone, but that's not the case. But he darts a fastball past the bat of Macaluso. And the count 1-1.
Yeah, earlier when Chris DeSarno came out to speak to his pitcher, he probably said something along the lines of, "You're our guy right now, and you got to get it going." And he has started to do that, gotten 4 straight batters retired. Starting to find his curveballs, find his groove, and find his timing.
Pitch. It's the outside corner. It's 1-2.
And this is a time when you can take advantage of St. Peter's playing in that game beforehand. Malloy getting out to the lead in the top of the second.
In there, strike 3 called. And that's a fast-fired strikeout from Blaze Pizza. At Blaze Pizza, it's the best place to grab a fast-fired pizza made with delicious ingredients and over 30 toppings to choose from. We've got freshly made salads, homemade lemonades, and decadent desserts on the menu at your local Blaze Pizza, offering gluten-free, keto, and desserts, and vegan options to satisfy any craving. At Blaze Pizza, there's no wrong way to play. First pitch swinging, whacked in the air out to center field, and Vinny Grimaldi's retired in a 1-2-3 inning. For Ryan McMiniman, we're through 2, a 2-0 lead for Archbishop Malloy in the state final on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
The Long Island Fieldhouse is the premier training destination on Long Island, featuring indoor and outdoor facilities that are 15,000 square feet with a multi-purpose field good for all sports. Take your game to the next level, featuring 12 batting cages, 6 pitching mounds, baseball, softball hack machines, featuring the latest tech like Swing Catalyst, Analysis, HitTrax, and Rapsodo Pro. And when you're done in the lab, you can head to the classroom for your studies. Located in Hauppauge, visit lifieldhouse.com for more information.
Welcome you back to Jack Kaiser Stadium. And a 2-0 lead for Malloy as Chris Laeta giving up a couple of singles, and a 2 RBI single by Gianluca DeGioia in the top half of the second inning. And it is a 2-0 lead for Malloy as he'll deal the 9-1-2, 2 up in the Stanners order. Archbishop Malloy winning the Brooklyn Queens title and knocking off St. Francis Prep McClancy en route to that championship and qualify for the state final. And of course, it's been a banner year for Archbishop Malloy and trying to pay back St. Peter's, who they lost to in the intersectional.
And they're out to a great lead, 2-0 already. And they'll want to capitalize on more here. Chance as they turn it over to the top of the lineup after Matt Stevenson steps in.
Matt Stevenson, the starting shortstop the last 2 days, as Malloy has technically 4 natural shortstops on their roster, but only 2 of them can throw. So that's why Stevenson gets the start at short, and Stoney, who's been in center field the entire time.
And Stevenson made a great play in the last half inning. Play over his shoulder, ranging behind him. Grodden has been playing great defense so far.
And Stevenson scalds it foul off to the right side. Stevenson hit 200 in the regular season, an extra base hit, and 6 RBIs. I think you mentioned the good glove, and stole 5 bases as well.
Yeah, he's another guy that's just stepped up to the plate when he's been called upon. Typically playing at third, moved over to short. He'll do whatever the coach DeSarno tells him to do.
Hold off. Let's talk about being familiar with your opponent for Malloy. It's the 3rd time in 4 games that they're playing St. Peter's. Much better start than game 1 when they were no-hit. A 9-0 victory for St. Peter's on a combined no-hitter, and then, of course, losing in extra innings, Jack Kehoe with the game-winning 2-run home run.
Yeah, you have to be tough after coming back from being no-hit. It'll taste just so much sweeter if they can pull ahead here.
And pitch outside. From the belt, the pitch. That's outside, ball 4, and a leadoff walk for Matt Stevenson.
Stevenson with decent speed as well. Somebody that you can stick at the bottom of the lineup and trust that he can turn it over to the top and try and get on base. And that's exactly what you want to do for Pat DeSarno.
Yeah, DeSarno struck out looking his first time up. And the first pitch to DeSarno misses low, 1-0.
You know, I think I've been a little surprised by DeSarno's approach at the plate. We know that he's an aggressive hitter and he loves those first pitch fastballs, but just has been seeing his pitches throughout this tournament.
Well, it helped him last night. En route to 3 walks.
After seeing so many pitches, it might be hard to try and just jump on the first pitch that you see. So maybe DeSarno's still getting adjusted to playing in this championship game.
Hits the outside corner. Only had ahead 1-2.
Especially as a player who has so much heart in him and not being able to be in the field with his teammates, he tries to do so much at the plate, so he wants to see his pitches so he knows that he's making his impact on the game.
And the pitch high and away, and no, you're right, and it could be a lead by example thing here, but I think the other thing, and one of the unspoken responsibilities of a leadoff hitter, is to see as many pitches as you can, get everybody in the dugout and on deck in line as well to maybe track pitch sequencing or what have you, as that pitch is low and DeSarno works the walk.
Yeah, well, it's been working out for him. Seen his pitches, and that brings out the head coach, Bob Glenister. Talk to his pitcher, Chris Laeta.
Yeah, so Laeta A little bit of trouble here, already down 2 runs in the 3rd inning. As St. Peter's sending a couple of pitchers out to the bullpen to try and warm up. And it's interesting because obviously most of these teams, and especially in New York City, do not have a baseball facility or bullpens or anything like that. So the entire team stays in the dugout, whereas, you know, if you're watching a professional game or even a college game, your bullpen will be out there the entire game.
Yeah, you can get anybody up moving and stirring anytime that you want, but here it's a little bit harder. We saw on the other side of things that Archbishop Malloy was having their pitchers warm up just on the side. They didn't want their pitchers to have to run out to the outfield.
Bunting situation for Dylan Payano. He takes a first pitch strike.
Sebastian Sanchez was the one warming up down the left field line earlier. John J. Commit.
Payano 0 for 1 on the day. And a fastball hits, 0-2.
You know, being the number 2 batter has always been a difficult spot in my head, because if you have a leadoff batter who really likes that first pitch, you never know what you're going to see in your at-bat. But here, he gets to see his pitches after Pat DeSarno took a couple and worked a walk.
Pitch outside.
Maldi did a great job to get in front of that one. Looked like it was heading straight towards the backstop. Keeps the double play opportunity alive.
And Grimaldi threw out a runner last game, and good defensive catcher, but had a pass ball earlier and allowed a couple of runners to move up bases. And that pitch misses again.
Elietta just has to take his time here, find his zone, get himself into a rhythm.
Pitch. Now back to the screen. Well, we've seen the patience with Malloy, and another full count to the Stanner batter.
Well, how could you blame them at this point? I mean, they drew so many walks and hit by pitches yesterday and then ended up winning them the game. So trying to do the same here against St. Peter's.
Payoff pitch. We'll do it again.
It can be hard as a pitcher to deliver so many of those pitches, you know, in the zone in a row. You don't have as many waste pitches if you're not ahead in the count. So trying to fight against these Malloy batters may be tough for St. Peter's going forward.
Layetta looking for the strikeout here. The pitch. That's outside. I thought that was ball 4. The home plate umpire before put up 3 fingers, and I guess now he's saying it's 3-2. Here at St. John's Jack Kaiser Stadium, the scoreboard is not in use, and then so we're relying on the home plate umpires behind the plate. We're trying to keep count as best as we can, so just bear with us. That's ball 4. And so 3 straight walks for Layetta, and the bases are loaded.
Well, John, on any team, walks are going to be, you know, an Achilles heel. It's going to hurt if you just keep giving free bases. And that's been the case here for St. Peter's. Bases loaded, no outs for Sean Stoney. Huge spot for him here.
Yeah, Stoney, the all-league selection impact player and future Lincoln outfielder. With some stirring in the St. Peter's bullpen. Stoney, who struck out looking his first time up at the plate, takes strike 1. Stoney, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs before coming into today's game, and looks like they're warm out in right field. Pickoff throw down to second. It's a good one, but getting back safely is DeSarno.
That was a close one, trying to steal an out any way you can if you're St. Peter's, trying to avoid Sean Stoney. But it seems like you're going to have to pitch to him one way or another.
Pitch. Backdoor fastball. 0-2.
Stevenson at third has to get a good jump.
Pitch, it's high. 1-2.
This is a time where you don't want to run yourself out of any trouble, especially bases loaded, no outs, and one of your best hitters up.
We saw that last night and, of course, earlier in the semifinal. Pitch lined into right field, base hit. And Malloy's going to add on. Stevenson comes in to score. DeSarno rounds third. He will score. All the way to third is Payano. Sean Stoney at first with a 2 RBI single. 4-0 Malloy.
Well, John, if there's any situation where you want your 3-batter, it's right now. Lines that one into right field. Beautiful play. Coming in on it is Vivaro. A little bit low on the throw, which allowed DeSarno to come in. Even with the perfect throw, it would have been hard to beat him. A 2 RBI single makes it a 4-0 game.
Bobby Glenister comes out, and we'll get a new pitcher as well for the Eagles. We'll step aside on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Well, not the script that Bobby Glenister wanted. Chris Laieta lifted after 2+ innings, and he turns it over to his bullpen, and John Cadell is the new pitcher for St. Peter's.
Yeah, John Cadell, a 1.04 ERA, 6-1 on the year in just 11 appearances. And he's going to have a tough matchup in his first at-bat with Charlie Lodes, who's been crucial for Malloy last night and today.
Yeah, Lodes last night unloaded as well, as he was great at the plate for the Stanners, as the backstop went 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs. That bases clearing triple in the second inning made it 8-0. He also came around to score in the first inning. Seemed like he was the only one in the Stanner lineup that was willing to swing and not take pitches and just hit anything over the plate. He takes up and in, 1-0.
Yeah, Cadell has thrown 33 2/3 innings pitched thus far this year, only allowing 5 earned runs.
Pitch skips in the dirt, 2-0.
Does have a good strikeout to walk ratio. 41 strikeouts to 16 walks, but huge spot here for Lodes.
Pitch. One hopped under the glove of Menalfi and into center field, a base hit. In to score is Payano. Charlie Lodes stays hot, an RBI single to center field. 5-0 Stanners.
Well, John, Malloy is looking to blow the score open. Lodes got his pitch, put a sting on it, and just gets under Menalfi's glove and allows Payano to come in and score that crucial 5th run.
So here's Sebastian Sanchez, hit by a pitch and came around to score last inning. 0-1. Sanchez, the senior, like we mentioned, John Jay commit. Started 2 years on the JV and now second-year starter on the varsity squad.
Yeah, it seems like this approach for Malloy of waiting after a first pitch, seeing the first pitch regardless, has been working out for them well. St. Peter's is having a hard time coming to the plate and finding the zone.
1-2 pitch. Just outside. Or check that, strike 3 called. I didn't see any call from the home plate umpire. Well, either way,
Number 66.
that is a strikeout, and that is the first strikeout.
To see that again, just barely paints that outside corner. A late call, but he does end up making it.
It just didn't look as emphatic, I guess, but either way, strike 3 called, and here's Gianluca DeGioia. Open up the scoring with a 2 RBI single to center in the second. How about this for DeGioia? He hit 077, runner goes to third. The tag, not in time. As Stoney takes third, and that'll move Liam Brower up to second, the courtesy runner for Loads.
Yeah, that one looked like it was close. Stoney didn't get the best jump. Let's see it again. It gets it into Levine, and ooh, that's close. But in the end, Stoney makes it into third. Runners on first and second now. Base open here.
Close second and third, and that pitch misses outside. And the infield drawn in as well as St. Peter's trying to stop the bleeding.
See Jack Keogh at first, head down. Looks like these guys are a little tired at this point.
Well, it's been a long day, and you have to beat 2 of the top teams in New York State to win a title. Molloy had the advantage, of course, of sleeping in their own beds last night, and we heard Chris Hardart say that the reason that St. Peter's didn't play yesterday was because of their graduation. Pitch. Well, that's low.
A long 24 hours for the Eagles, especially after playing already in Game 1 where they had to put in so much to beat St. Joe's. And now they're here cooking in the sun as now the clouds start to go over. They'll enjoy some shade.
That's what I was going to say, too. I think, obviously, St. Peter's was very excited and happy with the result of their game. You know who else was happy was Malloy, watching them beat up on St. Joe's as well. And that's in there, strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts by Cadell. There's 2 away.
It's difficult to play back-to-back games against a good team no matter what. The head coach, Chris DeSarno, for Malloy, was saying that it's going to be hard for either team to play back-to-back against a good team and win both. Every time that you play good teams, you end up splitting a lot of the time.
First pitch to Julian Diaz, misses inside. And the count 1-0. Diaz struck out swinging his first time up. 0 for 1 on the day. And that pitch low. 2-0. Pitch high. Julian Diaz, that experienced senior that's been around the program, purchase commit. Going to play in the Skyline. And count even at 2-2.
Yeah, Purchase has a big team. He's going to have to work for a spot next year.
2-2 coming. And that's on the inside corner. You know what? I'm going to stop with trying to keep count here because it's just not being given to us, and I want to get it right. But either way, so now the count full. Julian Diaz, we get the reset. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on. And the pitch. Low, ball 4.
Well, a hard-fought at-bat for Julian Diaz. Ends up drawing the walk. Thought he added a pitch before, but gets it that time. Bases loaded now for Nate Rosa.
Rosa grounded into the 6-3 double play to end the second inning. Takes inside for ball 1. Rosa, the junior, started the year off the bench and eventually won his spot, batting in the bottom third of the order. And 217 on the year, 5 extra base hits and 10 RBIs.
And Rosa is still a junior, likely to be the starting center fielder next year after Sean Stoney goes to college.
Pitch. And that hits in for a strike. To Nate Rosa. 2 RBI single by Sean Stoney, and then an RBI single by Charlie Loads. And a 5-0 lead for Malloy. Pitch outside. And nowhere to put Rosa.
Yeah, Cadell's going to have to work for this one. The senior is so close to getting out of this.
Pitch. Socked in the air out to left. Kelvin Rodriguez is there, and the inning is over. Malloy sends 9 batters to the plate. They add another 3 runs and lead it 5-0 on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching Varsity Media, New York's premier high school sports network. Hey parents, how about a bobblehead for your athlete? Bobbleheads are one of the most preferred personalized gift items today, and it's so easy to order. All you need is a photo of your athlete, a model number from our extensive collection of bobbleheads, and the sculpting process begins. 2 proofs are sent for your approval, and once it's approved, in a few weeks, your bobblehead is on the way. It's that simple. Order your bobblehead today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click catalogs, or call 516-403-2050.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media at Varsity Media.
Welcome back to Jack Kaiser Stadium, and for those of you watching, and we welcome the new audiences from Archbishop Malloy and St. Peter's, and welcome you to the Varsity Media Sports Network. And you can book a SPORTSCAST next year or this summer. It's travel baseball all around the 5 boroughs, as well as Long Island, Staten Island, North Jersey. And we'll go out there and we'll produce your SPORTSCAST with our team, coming with announcers, graphics, and instant replay, multiple camera angles, a memory that your team will enjoy for a lifetime. Give us a call today at 516-403-2050. Email Ben at varsitymedia.net. This is a huge travel season. We'll go to public parks. We'll go all over the place. Varsity Media is here for you. A company that cares. First pitch is upstairs to Chris Villalona. And that pitch misses for ball 1. Villalona, starting second baseman. And second-year starter, the senior. 194 on the season. Takes a strike, 1-1. Went 0 for 3 in the semifinal. He's David Horn. I'm John Perez. 5-0 lead for Archbishop Malloy. The team that many were writing off coming into this tournament, David.
Yeah, 100%. They, have been grinding out wins as best as they could in the city championships. The last time that these 2 teams played, they only had 4 hits. Today, they've already matched that, and they have a 5-0 lead.
That's on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. Third strikeout for McMiniman, who was dealing with early trouble, but has seemed to find his groove.
Yeah, 100%. He's now working. That curveball has some late bite on it.
Kelvin Rodriguez socks the first pitch into center field for a base hit. And hit number 1 on the day for the Eagles, as Rodriguez, the number 9 hitter, parks it at first with a 1-out single.
A good piece of hitting there. Just went with the pitch. Line it into center field. And brings up the leadoff man, Ty Manolfi.
Rodriguez over at first base, a Dominican college commit. We talk about the injuries this year for St. Peter's. But for Rodriguez, he was someone who fell down a flight of stairs, was in a walking boot, and got cleared to play.
Always tough coming back from injury.
100%. And Ty Manalfi also coming back from an injury. The batter at the plate for St. Peter's. And a leg injury, and waves and misses at a fastball.
Yeah, a little upstairs from Manolfi. He knew it afterwards, asked the umpire, where was that one? Yeah, I know I chased.
It's always the confirmation that hurts more. Pickoff throw over to first, and Rodriguez gets back in. Head of the tag from Sanchez.
Yeah, Rodriguez is doing a good job of coming back, climbing back up those stairs to where he once was. And they're going to need a good game from him if they want to start this comeback going. Down 5 runs.
Well, that was something that Malloy didn't allow yesterday, even though at times was dealing with turbulence, put on base runners, but they never really allowed the St. Anthony's to get back in it. That fastball just misses.
A lot of it was just momentum disruption from Malloy. Just that one point where things could have turned and the flip could have been switched, or the switch could have been flipped. And they just did a good job of controlling the run game, picking off 18 different times in a single at-bat, just making sure nobody's advancing.
Rodriguez, the runner at first. This pitch over the glove of Stevenson and into center field, a base hit. Rodriguez slides into second. He had to hold to see that the ball would get through, but he gets up to second base and back-to-back singles for the Eagles.
Yeah, that was a sensational read by the Dominican commit. Had to go halfway, but didn't want to get doubled up. They've been getting caught on the base pass, and it just gets by Stevenson. As you saw, he took a step in before. Although he's an infielder, the first rule of baseball is first step back.
Mateo Gordon popped out to the second baseman his first time up. And behind in the count, 0-1.
Yeah, Rodriguez and Manolfi almost put the ball in the same exact place with back-to-back singles.
McMenamin checking in on Rodriguez at second, and a delayed steal. Manolfi goes off, and now they got a run down. Throw goes to third. Diaz is going to tag Rodriguez, and somebody missed the sign. Bobby Glenister looking at Manolfi. I think Manolfi read steal. Rodriguez did not, and Malloy will take that out every day of the week.
Yeah, just a miscommunication on the base pass. Manolfi was going without even looking, while Rodriguez was trying to retreat back, and Rodriguez had to surrender himself. A smart play from Rodriguez. We know Manolfi is the speeder of the two, but still, 2 outs, runner on second now.
Load sets up away, the pitch. Blocked in front of the plate.
McMenamin wants to get this batter out. Akio on deck.
Strike away from doing so, and time called at the plate.
If Gordon can find any way on, Keogh has been known to do damage with runners on the base pass.
Quick pitch, curveball jammed foul, third base side.
Yeah, Gordon did a good job to just fight that one off. Those curveballs have been tough to hit for the Eagles all day today. Starting to seem a little bit better out of the hand.
One-two pitch, Manolfi's running. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the inning is over. 4 strikeouts to Ryan McMenamin. And he is through 3 on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Hey parents, how about a bobblehead for your athlete? Bobbleheads are one of the most preferred personalized gift items today, and it's so easy to order. All you need is a photo of your athlete, a model number from our extensive collection of bobbleheads, and the sculpting process begins. 2 proofs are sent for your approval, and once it's approved, in a few weeks, your bobblehead is on the way. It's that simple. Order your bobblehead today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click catalogs or call 516-403-2050. 5-0 lead for Archbishop Molloy in the New York State Final, and there is Stephanie Staiano, the assistant coach for Molloy, and the first female baseball coach in CHSAA history, and paving the way is Staiano. And an interesting story about how she got the job. She graduated from Adelphi, played softball there, is a teacher over at Archbishop Molloy, and just kept hounding head coach Chris DeSarno, saying, hey, I want to coach, and he was a little hesitant at first, didn't really know much about her experience on the baseball side, as the pitch to Stevenson is hit in the air out to center field, and a nice play by Anthony Macaluso for out number 1. But eventually, after getting on DeSarno, he said, okay, come and work for me, and then threw her into the fire, so to speak, where one day he tested her. He said, okay, oh, my shoulder hurts, you throw BP. And the team said it was the best BP that they ever had, and she earned the respect from a lot of the teammates. And she's been a great asset for Archbishop Molloy this year, and obviously a great career, not just at Adelphi, but at Dowling and at Kellenberg, where she played high school softball. Yeah, she was sensational. You know, a 3-time All-Section player in high school, the starting right fielder for Adelphi, and also on the Academic Achievement Awards, a couple honor rolls as well. So showing that some support both in the classroom and on the field is crucial to make a championship-level team. And I think it's just great for baseball as well to have good minds in the game, and Staiano is one of them. Yeah, she's been sensational. You can tell that the team has complete trust in her and her ability, and she's just been sensational. Everybody trusts her as well. Pitch inside to DeSarno, and he holds a swing. Patrick DeSarno, 0 for 1 with a walk, came around to score in the 3rd inning. Or check that, he did get a piece of it. Number 24, and so it is a hit by pitch, and DeSarno is aboard. And that'll bring up Dylan Payano. 2 runs in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd. And that hits Payano. Well, didn't feel too good for Payano, but he'll jog down to first. He's smiling now. Any way that you can get on, you'll take it at this point.
Now batting number 12, Sean Stoney.
So Sean Stoney with a big blow his last time up. 2 RBI single to right. And an all-league selection. Just trying to continue to put hits together. Archbishop Molloy.
Yeah, Stoney has said a ton of times that you have to do the little things right. And Molloy has done that so far. Catching out runners when they can, piecing together hits, seeing their pitches, getting their walks, and all sorts of things like that. And it's been working so far. A 5-0 game. 1 out, runners on 1st and 2nd.
Trying to see what the discussion is here between Glenister and the home plate umpire. Not sure if it's about the actual baseballs or if he doesn't like any of the calls. I mean, it didn't seem animated that he disagreed with the balls, but just threw 3 baseballs back into the Malloy dugout. And so either way, we're all set now. Sarno at second, Payano at first, and here's Sean Stoney. Takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. It's a Malloy team that lost 3 of 4 coming into the state semifinals. Knocked off St. Anthony's, and then that's driven to left field, and it's going to fall in front of Rodriguez, base hit. They'll put the stop sign on to Sarno as the throw gets cut off. And the line keeps moving for the Standers. Base is loaded, and 1 out for Charlie Lodes.
Yeah, sensational piece of hitting by Stoney there. He went with the pitch in his last at-bat, driving it over to right field. This time gets something that he can pull and drops a 1-hopper into left field in front of Rodriguez. And DeSarno smartly held up his son. Let's see it again. Just takes the inside pitch. Quick hands from him.
Charlie Lodes attacks the first pitch and scalds it foul. Lodes 2 for 2 on the day, single to right and single to center. Base is full of Stanners. Big cut and a miss. So the count 0-2.
Yeah, he wanted to send that one to Malloy.
We mentioned Lodes, the transfer from Chaminade, playing in a sophomore season for Malloy. And pitch upstairs. So I asked him after the interview last night if there was any remaining disdain for St. Anthony's since he left Chaminade. And he said, oh yeah, 100%. Driven on the ground, right side, diving stop by Kehoe. He comes home with it, pulls Grimaldi off the plate, and a run scores. Well, Lodes didn't put it into the outfield, but another run comes in regardless. 6-0 Malloy.
Courtesy runner, number 34.
Well, Kehoe got to it quickly. Lodes a good pitch on it. Kehoe got to his feet quickly, but the throw was just a little bit offline. The pitcher, Cadell, was moving over towards first and had to duck out of the way, possibly why that throw was just a little bit offline.
Lodes gets lifted for a courtesy runner, but Charlie Lodes with 4 RBIs in 2 of the biggest games of the season. And here's Sebastian Sanchez. Takes on the outer half for a strike, 0-1.
And Lodes only a sophomore. A long, great career ahead of him.
And didn't get off to the best start on the season either, as Sanchez waves through a high cheese fastball.
And he's been banged up all season. I mean, he's been catching every inning for them and doing it all.
Cadell out of the windup. This one fisted to short, caught by Minalfi, and has no play, but there's out number 2.
Now batting, number 66, Gianluca DeGioia.
So Gianluca DeGioia, 1 for 2 on the day, takes high. That RBI single up the middle, chasing home 2 in the second inning. And the count 1-1.
Although it did, open up the scoring, it definitely gave the Stanners so much confidence. They were like, okay, if our bottom of the order is doing this well today, we got a good chance.
It's really interesting. The outside noise for Malloy they've been seen as the little engine that could, but they've been playing like the best team of the 4 that we've seen so far today.
Well, John, you have to be a scrappy ball club if you want to pull ahead wins against teams where you are the underdog.
That's outside, ball 4, he's walked in a run.
And that's what you do if you're a scrappy side. You walk in runs, you make them come to you. And Malloy tacks on another 7-0 game.
Now batting number 52, Julian Diaz.
And so here's Julian Diaz, a walk and a strikeout in 2 plate appearances. Second at bat against Cadell. And misses high with the fastball.
Well, last night when Malloy faced off against St. Anthony's hung their head after everything that happened. We need to see how St. Peter's can retaliate.
And just looking at the expressions across the infield on some of these players, you're right, it's hard not to hang your head down 7-0. Big wave and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Julian Diaz. That's high, 2-2.
Diaz a great at bat his last time around. Ended up working a walk, which was hard earned.
2-2. Fouled off. Sometimes it can be so lonely for those pitchers on the mound. And Cadell just trying to get through the 4th. Pitch. Just stays alive on the emergency swing.
Well, John, you mentioned Cadell being lonely out there. He has a lot of company, but not the company he wants. Bases still loaded with 2 outs. It's going to be a big pitch here.
Pitch. And that's on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. And the inning is over, but Malloy adds another pair. 7-0 Scanners going to the bottom of the 4th on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Wait, oh my God!
Oh, hello, hi, how are you? All right. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? All right, I'm Ron. Oh, what's going on? How you doing, sir? How you doing? I'm Ron. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Oh my God!
Oh, hello, hi, how are you? How you doing? Oh my God. I'm Ron, nice to meet you. Blaze right now is offering a large shareable pizza here with real ingredients. Not frozen, none of that frozen crust, all right? Right. So I want to show you some beautiful, unique toppings that we have. Artichoke, arugula. Wow. You like that type of stuff? That's for you, all right? Oh, so, no, I'm Ron. I don't know who LeBron is. Me and you take a selfie. Come on in. Hey, that's Ron. You tell your friends to take you to Blaze Pizza and tell them Ron sent you, okay? All right, put it there. I got it. You ever take Ron's hat? That's yours.
Oh my God!
How does LeBron order his Blaze Pizza? Apparently, what he wanted recently was a pizza with an outrageous 16 toppings. And of course, if 16 sounds like too few for you, there's over 30 toppings over at Blaze Pizza. And you can order Blaze Pizza by scanning the QR code. Of course, good for pizza parties, graduation celebration, and even an on-site business meeting. Scan the QR code. Locations in Queens, Hicksville, Bayshore, and Yukon. Bottom of the 4th inning, and St. Peter's, similar to St. Anthony's, trailing big to Malloy, down 7-0 with Jack Kehoe at the plate.
Yeah, John, I think this is a turning point in the game. You have your player of the year up. You need him to do something for you if you want to get this rally going.
Kehoe grounded out to second base in the 1st inning.
A lot of players on the side look up to him.
And he showed bunt and pulled back. We saw him bunt in his 2nd at-bat, a sacrifice bunt, after that bases clearing triple in the semifinal. Kehoe, of course, his heroics, the walk-off RBI against Kennedy Catholic in the Archdiocese final. Part of the combined no-hitter in Game 1 of the intersectional against Malloy and the walk-off 2-run home run. First CHSAA Player of the Year in St. Peter's athletic history, spanning all of their programs. And of course, joining his 2 brothers at the College of Staten Island, Ryan and Michael Kehoe, to play for Mike Morrow. Curveball stays high.
Yeah, getting to play with your brothers must be great, especially since they didn't get to because of COVID in high school. So now getting that chance next year in college.
And he whacks this one foul down the first baseline. I think we're finally getting to a point where the COVID extra year eligibility, like it's finally being filtered out along the college game. Can't tell you how many redshirt juniors and seniors there are, and especially with the one-time transfer rule. Now you're not sitting out as Keogh drives it out to center field. Sean Stoney makes the catch. One away. I saw Charlie Cucciara won, I believe, an All-American award at Malloy. Now, Cucciara is going to go down as one of the best Malloy Lions pitchers ever. He was pitching 2 years before the pandemic. That's how long it's been.
Wow.
Through injuries, through redshirt years, COVID. I mean, it's a 6-year career. First pitch swinging is Justin Levine out to right field. Angling back is DeJoya. 2 away.
DeJoya didn't take the best angle to that, but ended up catching up to it in the end.
Now batting number 24,
Levine
Pavaro.
hangs his head after that. It's been tough out here for St. Peter's after winning game 1. Struggling here in the championship game.
So it'll bring up Jordan Pavaro. Popped out to short his last time up.
Yeah, McManaman just tried to overthrow that one. Tried to get his top speed on the gun on that one, but a little bit outside.
Rolled up the middle and through for a base hit. And a 2-out single for Jordan Pavaro.
A good piece of hitting, just went with that one. It was a little bit low and just got it past the pitcher and the shortstop Stevenson.
Number 21, Anthony Macaluso.
And so that'll bring up Anthony Macaluso. Struck out swinging his first time up. And as McManaman dots it on the outside corner for strike 1.
That curveball has just been so hard to hit all day today for St. Peter's.
Well, tries again and ducks out of the way.
Well, you heard the St. Peter's bench saying wear it. Just shows that they want to get on base however they can.
Well, that was an interesting point that DeSarno brought up to us, especially at the high school level. Some teams, especially St. Peter's, they'll put 2 hits together in an inning, but most teams don't put together 3 and 4 hits, and especially with the wood bats. So a 7-0 lead seems even larger than what it is, and it's already a big lead. Curveball out to center. Second opportunity for Stoney. Makes the catch, and the inning is over. Ryan McManaman threw 4 shutout innings in the New York State Final on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching Varsity Media, the premier high school sports network in New York. The Long Island Fieldhouse is the premier training destination on Long Island, featuring indoor and outdoor facilities that are 15,000 square feet with a multi-purpose field good for all sports. Take your game to the next level, featuring 12 batting cages, 6 pitching mounds, baseball, softball hack machines, featuring the latest tech like Swing Catalyst Analysis, Hit Tracks, and Rapsodo Pro. And when you're done in the lab, you can head to the classroom for your studies. Located in Hauppauge, visit lifieldhouse.com for more information.
The 5th inning is brought to you by ProMed Physical Therapy, who remind you to make sure that you warm up properly and work out your core stability before you step onto the field. And if you're unable to get onto the field or court this summer with pain or injury, let ProMed Physical Therapy be your rehab and performance guide. With 3 convenient locations in Manhasset, Glendale, and Briarwood, Queens, just steps away from Malloy, ProMed PT are the experts in physical therapy and athletic performance. Are you ready for the ultimate PT and athletic performance experience? ProMed Physical Therapy and Performance Therapy is built for athletes. 718-880-2385 or visit ProMedPT.com. Nate Rosa leads off the 5th inning with a 7-0 lead for Malloy. And he attacks the first pitch and skies it out to left field. Kelvin Rodriguez has been a little busy out there, but makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Well, it seems like, John, that's the first pitch. That's the first time in a while that the Standards have been swinging at the first pitch and ends up flying out. So if John Cadell can attack with first pitch fastballs, just get it over, let his defense help him out, might have a chance at holding Malloy to 7.
Chop to third. Justin Levine slings it across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down.
Now, if he could do that again.
Number 1, Patrick DeSarno.
First pitch fastballs for strikes has just been is what's going to work for St. Peter's. They have to attack early. Here, Patrick DeSarno, as we know, likes to swing at that first pitch fastball, but has been seeing his pitches today.
And DeSarno takes up and in. DeSarno, like Loads, from Long Island, and playing travel ball with a few St. Anthony's Friars yesterday. He'll have the bragging rights this summer. He, Michael Carr, CJ Alfano all play on the same travel team. Takes on the inner half, and DeSarno, taking a page out of yesterday, a walk and a hit by pitch, came around to score twice and has been the ultimate table setter for Malloy in this state final run.
Yeah, when your leadoff guy is on, you typically seem to do pretty well in these championship games. Ayman Olfi in the last game had a good one with a walk, a run scored. Now here again, DeSarno.
Tapped foul, third base side.
Two official at-bats for Patrick DeSarno over the last 2 days, which is crazy to me because he scored 4 runs.
The air out to shallow center. Macaluso, inning over. A 1-2-3 inning for John Cadell. Brings us to the 5th inning stretch here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life, and now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
Varsity Media offers live streaming services for any sport. With human beings behind the camera, you can expect the proper coverage angles during each game. We offer customizable options such as live scoreboard, multiple cameras, instant replay, graphics, and even announcers. Find out how you can save $100 off a live stream package with Varsity Media by calling 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Stand up and stretch. This 5th inning stretch is brought to you by ProMed Physical Therapy and Athletic Performance. Let ProMed PT be your guide for you during all of your toughest moments, whether you're having trouble staying on the field or on the court, or just had orthopedic surgery. From start to finish, make ProMed PT your partner in performing at your best, inspiring you to reach your full potential. Call ProMed PT or visit ProMedPT.com and get started today. Four shutout innings for Ryan McMiniman. Just allowed 3 hits and struck out 4. First pitch swinging on the ground to second. Dylan Payano, room service hop, low throw to first that Sanchez digs out. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Well, John, it seems like the key for Malloy thus far has been Ryan McMiniman not walking anybody. Chris DeSarno said that has been the key for him all season. He walked the first batter of the game with Ty Manolfi and has not walked one since.
Chris Villalona, impatient as well, lofts it out to right field. And the catch by Sean Stoney, who you can hear all the way from over here. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Now batting number 13.
Well, at this point, you should be thinking, if you're St. Peter's, I'm taking a pitch no matter what. Right? That's the approach that you should kind of be taking when you're down this much in a game, regardless of how good a first pitch fastball hitter you are.
And McMiniman hits the outside corner. He's now settled down for Archbishop Malloy. Curveball low and in. And scalded foul out of play. Told everyone here at Jack Kaiser Stadium to stay off the third base stands. I'm not sure why. But it's easier to clean up after the game. In there, strike 3 called. Ryan McMiniman is rolling. 5 strikeouts through 5 innings on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching Varsity Media, New York's high school sports network. The Long Island Fieldhouse is the premier training destination on Long Island, featuring indoor and outdoor facilities that are 15,000 square feet with a multi-purpose field good for all sports. Take your game to the next level, featuring 12 batting cages, 6 pitching mounds, baseball, softball hack machines, featuring the latest tech like Swing Catalyst Analysis, Hit Tracks, and Rapsodo Pro. And when you're done in the lab, you can head to the classroom for your studies. Located in Hauppauge, visit lifieldhouse.com for more information.
Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
That last strikeout by Ryan McMiniman was a fast-fired strikeout from Blaze Pizza. You can swing by your local Blaze Pizza or by ordering online or even on the phone. They'll be ready to fire up a perfect pizza for you for delivery or choose to pick it up in store as well. Let's take another look. David Horn.
Yeah, just filthy stuff. The hook just catches the corner. He has to sit down, throw him a chair.
Kelvin Rodriguez, can I help you? Nope, just looking. As Dylan Payano takes the first pitch against John Cadell. Now 70 pitches in relief. Came on in the 3rd inning. And since then has allowed 3 runs on 2 hits. As he has walked 2, hit 2, and struck out 2. On the ground to third. It's a fair ball. Backhanded by Levine. Long throw. Not in time. It'll be an infield single for Dylan Payano.
Well, John, that was almost a very beautiful play. Levine did a great job to get to that ball in the first place, but tough throw to beat the speedy Payano. And let's see it again. Right down the third baseline. Payano pulls it there on the inside pitch. Levine gets to it quickly. Slides. Throws. It was a good one, but just a bit offline.
Sean Stoney watches the first pitch fastball. Stoney 2 for 3 on the day, an RBI single in the 3rd inning, and then single to left in the 4th. And then pops it towards us and clanks off the press box above us. To make sure Kevin Catalinato, our behind the plate. Cameraman has the appropriate equipment up there. I know he'll say he's thick-headed, but you don't want a baseball hitting him.
Well, John, the theme has been take, take, take for Archbishop Malloy, and it's been working.
Runner goes. Oh boy, how about this? Manalfi steps on the bag and then fires. Talk about right place, right time, and the right guy covering. And the bases are empty after the double play. And that'll bring up Charlie Lodes, and the base is empty.
Yeah, John, really unlucky from Stoney. Grounds it right to Manalfi. Easy as you like. Had no chance at beating it out at first or second, even though Bayano was running.
Lodes also 2 for 3, has driven in a run today. And ahead in the count, 1-0. Fouled off the front foot of Lodes.
Well, St. Peter's will definitely prefer to face Lodes with the bases empty. He's been torturing them all day and has been sensational behind the plate.
I think they want to face anybody with the bases empty with the way the first 5 innings have gone. See, Lodes subscribes to the launch angle theory, which is he's just trying to launch it over the wall. Sophomore with some power. And as he gets older, that power will come. And you have to wonder how much that swing obviously is configured by the friendly confines of Malloy's home stadium, of course, with their 40-foot wall out in left field. Not deep, but you have to get it over the fence.
Yeah, a bit of an uppercut.
Waves through it, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 7-0 Malloy in the New York State Final on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Mayhem Baseball, we're based out of Merrick, New York. We have over 225 boys and girls in our organization across 19 teams. At Mayhem Baseball, we take our players' games to the next level, and they develop skills that they'll carry with them for the rest of their lives.
I really like our coaches because they put forth general, they put a lot of effort into helping us get better and better every day, every practice, every single tournament game, and all around.
I worked on getting more power behind my swing.
It makes me a better solid player because the coaches push us to work hard and do our best.
They teach me how to work as a team and how to learn new skills.
They always encourage me to do my best and put us in the best position to win.
Bottom of the 6th inning, we keep on rolling here at Jack Kaiser Stadium. A 7-0 lead for Malloy over St. Peter's. This is David Horn. I'm John Perez. Ryan McMiniman has been in a groove as the right-hander has just allowed 3 hits over 5 shutout innings. And he has issued just 1 walk, the first batter that he faced since then. He's been able to set down this high-octane St. Peter's lineup. He's doing 5 strikeouts and trying to go as far as he can. Send his team to, send him back to campus for the championship. Timon Alfie, who walked his first time up and then singled to center. 1 for 1 on the day, takes high, 1-0.
Well, since the last time Manalfi led off an inning, McMiniman has been rolling. And if you remember, he started off the game really shaky, a 4-pitch walk, and then a couple more after that. Couldn't find the zone at all. But he's been pinpoint since then.
Good rip at a fastball, 1-2. Well, if you were to look beyond McMiniman because of the pitch limit, everyone that threw yesterday, with the exception of Liam Brower, is available. Line caught by the shortstop Stevenson, one away.
Yeah, he had to get up for that one. It can be so tempting to jump early on those type of liners, but Stevenson was smart. And let's see it again. A good rip off the bat by Manolfi, and Stevenson charged in just a little bit and then got up there to go and get it for out number 1.
And you know a true Malloy man because he tucked in his shirt afterwards. Of course, that ton of in-house detentions and demerits still given out at Archbishop Malloy. Here's Mateo Gordon, 0 for 2 on the day. I'm assuming they didn't have uniforms at Yonkers High School.
No, they did not. It was the blue and orange.
There you go. Mateo Gordon out to left center. And Rose is there to haul it in, 2 away. Well, McMiniman, who was trying to be pinpoint and perfect in the first inning, really settled down and pitched to contact and has really found his groove here in the New York State final.
I mean, how can you not trust your defense when players like Nate Rosa are making, running plays to his left for out number 2?
Jack Kehoe hitless in 2 at-bats. And Kehoe, somebody who we thought coming into this game would have this series would be the player to watch, and he has been, especially with his performance in the semifinals, but Malloy has been able to quiet him in the final.
Yeah, just a bit of momentum shifting. Kehoe tried bunting last time, and with such a live bat, you want him swinging.
Well, taking all the way, and a fastball in there, 3-1. You just knew how difficult it would be for the winner of the first semifinal game today to then go and knock off Malloy. Usually when two teams are at this level, you're splitting. Rolled on the ground to first. Gloved by Sanchez. Ryan McMiniman is through 6 shutout innings as Malloy leads at 7-0 going to the 7th on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
Welcome back to Jack Kaiser Stadium. Malloy with a 7-0 lead over St. Peter's. And St. Peter's now the job is just to keep it at 7-0 against this Malloy team. And John Cadell has come out of the bullpen, and he was thrown into a hot spot, but he's navigated nicely, keeping this a 7-0 game. The offense just hasn't been there for St. Peter's in the final today.
Yeah, he's been doing what he can, but Malloy swinging at first pitches. If he can just keep getting it over in the zone, he'll have the best chance that he has.
Sebastian Sanchez 0 for 2 on the day with a hit by pitch. Came around to score in the second inning. Takes outside 1-0. Sebastian Sanchez, Gianluca DeGioia, and Julian Diaz. 5-6-7 due up for the Stanners. This one whacked into shallow center. Coming on is Macaluso. He plays it on a hop. And Sebastian Sanchez with his first hit of the day. A leadoff single in the 7th.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there. Thought it might carry a little bit better. Macaluso didn't get the best jump on it, going in and towards his right.
Pitch running number 3, Rafael DeFonso.
Rafael DeFonso, the new runner at first base.
Gianluca De Gioia.
And here's Gianluca De Gioia.
Started off the game strong, broke open the scoring. 2 RBI single, scoring in Charlie Lodds and Sebastian Sanchez.
We saw DeFonso, of course, coming on and being the courtesy runner last night at Fordham, and now trying to add on more runs, and that pitch outside. That's outside.
Lone lefty in the lineup here for the Stanners.
Pitch up and in. And control issues once again for St. Peter's. A single and now a walk. And that'll bring up Julian Diaz.
Well, out comes Bobby Glenister. Come talk with his pitcher, whose day is done.
Yeah, it looks like Jordan Vivaro is going to come in to pitch, and a new right fielder for St. Peter's. We'll sort it all out when we come back on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Kind of a cool storyline here as Jordan Vivaro takes the mound that his uncle used to take back in his playing days, the senior, looking to end his career for St. Peter's on the mound. Of course, that is very famous uncle Anthony Vivaro took place for the 2004 St. John's graduate, and of course had a 5-year MLB career and lost his life in 2022 in a head-on collision. And there you see the shirts for Vivaro as well, and a huge Vivaro presence, and a nice full circle moment as Vivaro gets thrown into a hot spot. Runners on first and second with 1 out, and a 7-0 lead for Malloy as he faces Julian Diaz. Bunted right back to the mound, backhanded by Vivaro, and gets the lead runner as DeFonso is thrown out for out number 1, excuse me.
Well, great play by Vivaro. Knows exactly where to go as soon as he gets that one over to third to get the lead runner, especially in a game where you're down by so much. You need to eliminate any chance of any more coming in. And Bavaro, a great pitcher as well. 1.37 ERA, 1-0 in 10 appearances.
This inning started with a single, then a walk, and then Julian Tavares stepped up to the plate, but Bavaro came in to face him, so no runners on first and second, 1 out. And here's Nate Rosa. Rosa 0 for 3 on the day. Bavaro, of course, after this game, his next game in school will be at Penn State Altoona. And so the count 1-2 to Rosa. And pitch just misses outside.
In the field, the Eagles are not too happy with how they've played today. Shut out so far. Heads hanging a little bit. They'll need some momentum.
Well, on the ground, off the glove of the third baseman, Levine, and into left field, a base hit. They're going to send home to Joya. Here comes the throw. Grimaldi picks it up and does not get the tag in time. An RBI single for Nate Rosa. 8-0 Stanners.
Well, John, this sums up the day for the Stanners. Just gets off of the glove of Levine, and that allowed the little kick into left field. Rodriguez was not able to beat out DeGioia, who was rounding home. Throw brought Grimaldi a bit too far away from the plate. Makes it 8-0.
Pitch skips outside to Matt Stevenson.
Well, John, this is what they scored last night in the 8-4 win against St. Anthony's.
There's a swing and a miss. Navarro from the belt, it's a double steal. Skips off the glove of Grimaldi, and everybody takes 90 feet. And here comes Diaz to the plate. The throw, the tag from Navarro, he's out. Diaz trying to take the extra 90 feet. DeSarno not too pleased. And that's a play where if you're going to try and score, you have to make it.
Well, you see, ran through the sign, thought he could make it, just not in time. Purchase commit out at the plate.
Stevenson, line drive, off the hop. Villalona, nice diving stop. And the inning is over. But Malloy adds another run. They're 3 outs away from a New York State final. Looking to wrap it up here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching Varsity Media, the premier high school sports network in New York. Hey parents, how about a bobblehead for your athlete? Bobbleheads are one of the most preferred personalized gift items today, and it's so easy to order. All you need is a photo of your athlete, a model number from our extensive collection of bobbleheads, and the sculpting process begins. 2 proofs are sent for your approval, and once it's approved, in a few weeks, your bobblehead is on the way. It's that simple. Order your bobblehead today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click catalogs, or call 516-403-2050.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media at Varsity Media.
Ryan McMiniman back out on the mound, trying to lock down the final 3 outs. He got the final out last night against St. Anthony's. And now 3 away from capturing the first state championship in Archbishop Malloy history.
Well, John, he's been sensational all game. Last base runner that he had was all the way in the 4th inning. And he's only allowed 1 walk on the day, which has been crucial to his success against this dangerous St. Peter's lineup, who just has not been able to figure him out.
Yeah, 6 shutout innings, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts. had the leadoff walk to the game and was able to find command ever since.
Well, on the other side for St. Peter's, they did start to gain a little bit of momentum, getting a runner out at home and then a diving play at second base by Villalona. But now is their last chance.
Justin Levine hitless in 2 at-bats, a strikeout and a flyout. And the first pitch right down Broadway for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, Levine has to take in this situation. You don't want to hit yourself out before you give yourself a chance.
That drops in, 0-2.
Yeah, great frame by Charlie Lodes behind the dish. Might have stolen one away on that one, making it 0-2.
Lodes sets up outside again, and the fastball just misses, 1-2.
Yeah, McMiniman wanted it in 3 pitches, but still a favorable count.
1-2. Curveball hit on the ground to short. Stevenson smothers, fires, high, the tag, got him. Nice play by Sanchez to get off the bag. And tap Levine, 1 out.
Well, John, the final 3 are usually the hardest to make. Hustling out of the box was Levine. The throw by Stevenson brought Sanchez a little bit off, but a smart slap tag gets the runner out for out number 1.
That'll bring up Jordan Vivaro. 1 for 2 on the day with a single to center his last time up. Oh, and 2.
And McMiniman just been pounding the strike zone all game today.
0-2 coming. Curveball hit on the ground to third. Couple of hops. Diaz is up with it. Rifles it to first. 2 outs.
Boy, Diaz put a little bit extra on that one.
And the Malloy crowd on their feet. The little engines that could are 1 out away from a New York State championship. They came limping into the state semifinals. Barnstormed St. Anthony's, and now an 8-0 lead over St. Peter's.
McMiniman was a little giddy on that one. Just tried to overpower Macaluso there.
1-1. Macaluso's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a flyout. McMiniman, the high set, the 1-1. 1-2. And Malloy's a strike away. Archbishop Malloy, the Brooklyn Queens champions, won on this very same field. Looking to win again. The 1-2 in the dirt. 2-2. Of course, losing in back-to-back games to St. Peter's, but now serving them their medicine. And now the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. That's high, 3-2.
And they lost early in the year to them, too, all the way in March, which seems so long ago. And now the chance at the sweetest type of revenge.
3-2 pitch. And it's looped foul down the right field line.
The Stanner faithful waiting in anticipation.
And everybody on the top step of that Malloy dugout. But it's the man on the mound, McMiniman, trying to get the final strike. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The Archbishop Malloy Stanners are the 2024 New York State Catholic League champions.
Please stay tuned for the trophy ceremony.
Well, John, as the Stanners mob each other, McMiniman with a little bit of extra juice on that last one. And you can see it in their eyes. They wanted this one so bad. Getting it done. A scrappy win for their first state championship.
McMiniman goes the distance. He strikes out 6. A complete game shutout in the biggest game of his career. As Archbishop Malloy, after this strikeout, the reaction from the dugout.
Ecstatic.
The trophy's going back to Briarwood. And what a year it was for Malloy.
A right pass to
Had their eyes on the city title, took a few haymakers, and now state champions. An 8-0 victory over a 31-win St. Peter's team. And before we go to break, of course, a fantastic year as well for St. Peter's. It was a tough day for them. Of course, they knew ahead of them, but either way, I know it stings in a moment, but a banner year for St. Peter's.
And a year that you can get over 30 wins in a season is impressive enough. Congratulations to the St. Peter's side on a fantastic season.
So we're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have the trophy presentation, and we'll speak to our players of the game and the new New York State champions on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
Harrison Roach, Kyle Senk, Chris Leetta, Eddie Rethorn, Mateo Gordon, Kelvin Rodriguez, Leah McBrantney, Christian Cachavalli, Jeremiah Hobad, Tom Kiea, Anthony Macaluso, John Cadell, Justin Levine, Jordan Bavaro, Lou DeMontru, Mike Fellimero, Chris Bedford, Vin Grimaldi, Jack Kehoe, and Rob Rosalia. And to accept the finalist trophy, head coach Bobby Glenister. Congratulations on a great season, St. Peter's. And now, your 2024 CHSAA State Champion, Archbishop Malloy. When you hear your names, please come up to Ray Nash to get your award. Patrick DeSarno, Rafael DeFonso, Matthew Stevenson, Peter Giannone, Ryan McMenamin, Antonio Sarchisi, Sean Stoney, James Capria, Konstantinos Varinas, Noah Leone, Nate Rosa, Dylan Payano, Anthony Manzi, Michael Delafiore, Ajay Boudreau, Charlie Lode, Keelan Canella, Sebastian Sanchez, Liam Brower, Julian Diaz, Gianluca De Gioia, and Legend Acosta. And to accept the plaque, head coach Chris DeSarno. And presenting the New York State Championship Trophy, Chris Hardart. Congratulations, Malloy, on a phenomenal season.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Hey sports fans, did you know Varsity Media live stream broadcasts get viewed by college coaches nationwide? Through our announcers' storytelling and insight on your athletes, we can help your players get an edge on college recruiting. Find out how by reaching out to Varsity Media today, 516-403-2050, or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level. Back here at Jack Kaiser Stadium, the trophy is not going that far. It stays in Queens. Archbishop Malloy, the New York State champions. Very excited. I'm here with Coach DeSarno. And Coach, that final out, you get the Gatorade bath. Your feeling as this year as a whole comes to an end with a win?
Oh, my God. First time in school history, I might add. When we got to one out, I said, I might get interviewed. I got to come up with something to say. And the first thing I wanted to say, I told the kids before the game, sports is about redemption. This guy right here, didn't pitch his best. He gave up 11 hits in the city championship. He came down, shut down the number 15 team in the country. Great job, Ryan. Great job, Ryan.
And I was going to ask you about him, but I'll ask you about the hitting, too. A lot of patience over the next 2 days, too. What did you think about the approach over the last couple of days and your guys on the plate?
Well, I've been crying to listen to me over the last week about, we have an injury here, an injury here, an injury here. But we always talked about this in our interview, just compete, who's ever in the lineup. And that's a testament to the guys who've been sitting all year to come out and play in a state championship and do their job. It's a testament to work ethic and everything we preach at Malloy.
And Ryan, on the other side for you, what were you thinking after that tough outing and what allowed you to be successful today?
What I felt was like I need to get back. And that's really the only way, like redemption, like Coach said, redemption. I really needed that and I wanted to make my team proud, so we got a state championship now. First one in school history,
And what are the emotions when you get the final out? Take me through that.
It felt like I was dreaming. I'm not gonna lie. I never thought that I'd be in that situation to get the final out in like a state championship game. It was just amazing, and I don't know. I'm just really happy.
Yeah, I could imagine. And let's bring in Charlie Lodes. Drove in 4 runs this weekend. Charlie, you transfer from Chaminade. You win a state title here at Archbishop Malloy. When you transferred and had those first couple of days at Malloy, did you think this was possible?
I knew it was possible. We got the best coaching staff in New York. Coach DeSarno, that's the coach of the year right there. That's the coach of the year. We knew it was possible.
What can you say about the fight and the resilience of this team over the last 2 days? You lose a tough one in the city finals, but you knock off the top team on Long Island and one of the top in the country.
That's just the team chemistry we have. That's the Malloy way. That's how we do it.
Well, they're very excited. And another perk, of course, of winning the New York State title is that because our sponsor is Blaze Pizza, there's going to be free Blaze Pizza for the entire team as well. So I know they're pretty excited about that as well. But Guys, congratulations on the win. I'll let you go celebrate. Guys, go celebrate. Have a good one. Congratulations. The win for Malloy. They are the New York State champions. Well, that'll do it, and what a season it was here at Varsity Media. For our entire crew, led by Ben Turchin, camera people Kevin Catalanato, Becca Kazax, and Travis DeLuise. For the technical director, Chris Sweeney, and my partner, David Horn, this is Jean Perez saying so long. Jack Kaiser Stadium. It's been a presentation of the New York State CHSAA Baseball Final on the Varsity Media Sports Network.